What's up, y'all? It's your boy KevOnStage with my main man,
Lil Mengesha.
Lil Mengesha, and it's just two guys talking.
Just two guys talking.
Two guys talking. What are we talking about, Lil?
I think right now we're talking about the American dream.
American dream. What is it, man? What is it to you, Lil?
I think, like, you know, if you ask somebody what the American dream was like 20, 30 years ago, they would have said what, like,
house,
a home,
picket fence,
2.5 kids,
yeah,
retire at 65,
right? Pension.
Pension.
You work long enough to get your pension from your job,
right?
Whatever that job was.
Get a good corporate job.
Yes.
Suit and tie.
Right. And you worked at that same job for 30 years.
35 years, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So what is it to you and me? Because it definitely ain't that for me.
It's not. I don't think it's that for me.
No.
I think what we're seeing is we are more interested in a very flexible life. Like
right.
Flexibility. If you're going to do the corporate track, I think you still want that flexibility where you can work from home or you can work while you're traveling.
Right.
Yeah, so I think that's like a big part if you're doing corporate. But I see a lot of my friends who are in their first midlife crisis, which is happening like 25.
Quarter life crisis.
Quarter life, yeah. It sounds like most people want to work for themselves.
Right, that's definitely my American dream. I'm not cut out for the 9 to 5. I got fired from my job at Key Bank for telling them. She asked me straight up, "What's your dream?" And I was like, "I want to be an entertainer." She's like, "All right, you're not going to be here longer than 90 days." You know, but I can't imagine 30 years at any company unless it's my own company.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, at the same time, I don't want to have to retire, then unretire and work at Walmart greeting people when I'm 70.
Hello.
But I feel like if you love your job, you probably don't ever really retire.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, Warren Buffett or Bill Gates or, you know,
well, they're on the
Steve
extreme.
Jobs.
These guys are.
Or even people who own a mom and pop store.
Those are the people that we should. Maybe someone in between those two.
Right, a highly successful mom and pop store.
Yeah.
But they work forever, you know what I mean? But they are happy. I feel like if you do what you love, whatever that is, and that might be at a corporate job. It doesn't have to be for yourself.
Yeah.
But
I'm not knocking anybody's hustle.
No,
Still thinks that the you know, the American dream from 30 years ago is still appealing to them now.
Right.
I'm not knocking that.
Even the homeowner thing, like we both own homes.
Right.
And if we could not own homes, we'd rather not own homes. I can't sell my house right now. Nobody will buy it because it's not worth what it was, you know, 5 years ago. Everybody I know that buys a house now, have bought a house now, they don't want it.
Yeah.
You know, now we're tied down and people are like, "Are you gonna buy a house in LA?" Absolutely not.
Right.
I don't know what it will take for me to buy a house again.
And that goes into the flexibility thing again. Like,
right.
Now I thought I was gonna be. I bought my house when I was 26, and I was like, I'm settled. And now I'm 29. I'm like, what was I doing?
So I feel like we bought our house when 6 years ago. Zay was just born, so I was 23.
Right.
You know, 2 bedrooms. Weren't expecting to have another kid. Had 2 kids, and now you want to pick up and move, and it's like, you can't, you know, just short sell your house? What do? You just want, it's not even that you have an idea, you just want to be able to do something else.
Right.
And the mortgage is like, you're not going anywhere. You know?
It's like the really aggressive girl at a bar or club.
Right, like,
you're not leaving.
You my girl.
You gotta sit down and talk to me.
Right.
So, yeah, I think finding ways to, and that again, being able to get out of your house, that goes back to the flexibility thing.
Right.
But also I think a lot of people that I know, like, you are a creator, you create content, you create, you know, from plays to videos, you create 2 children, partly responsible for those 2 children there.
Right.
So I think that's kind of where a lot of us start shifting towards. We're like, man, we have to be creators of content, creators of something, because a lot of the times the things you do at work, you're not really creating things. So you have a directive from someone above you, and then you have to do it, and then
you turn it in.
Yeah.
Right. That's definitely how my job is / was. But I think for my kids, I think I just want to teach them, like, I don't think there's no problem with working with someone, you know what I mean? But to teach them to listen to your boss and, you know, make sure you have a boss. I want to teach them to fend for themselves, be independent, create what your own dream is. You know, Zay tells me he wants to be a movie camera holder, you know, like that's what he calls a director. You know, so I give as much opportunities as possible. But like we were talking about, like for some person, the American dream is working at a Waffle House and owning a double wide. And if they get there, they've made it. And we're not knocking you. Like, that's not the thing. We're just saying, has the American dream changed for you? Because it's not what our parents' dream was.
Right.
And if so, what is it for you guys? So talk back to two guys talking, man.
Let us know what it is you want. Like for me, I want the freedom to travel wherever I want. I want healthcare.
Right.
And I want assets. I want like things of value instead of like my home now, which isn't really
No value. Mine either. But I used to live here, so.
Yeah.
All right, it's your boy Kevin Lil, Two Guys Talking. Hit us up.
Two Guys Talking.
It's a great theme song.